So we left off in Julian, and then the next town was Warner Springs. There's a resource center there across from the school. And there's a hot springs there where the Hollywood elites used to come before it closed. A lot of hikers end up there. The attendant there says like an international community because of all the different hikers from all over come there. One of the stops. So I had a meeting there at 4. But nobody, it was really empty that day, so the attendant shut down early because he's a volunteer. And we both didn't look like anybody was coming, so I left. But then the next day I got a couple of messages that they were disappointed it was canceled. 2 people were going to come. Well, I'm going to meet one person tomorrow in Julian, one of the people, maybe the other one too. But then I went on to Idlewild, which is like a little bit higher up elevation-wise. They had a big storm that night, so I had to get a room. Yeah, because hikers are like pretty cheap, you know, they don't like to spend a lot of money, but in this case it was a pretty heavy storm, so I had to go inside. And then the next day I had a talk at the library. Very well-run library. They posted for me. I talked to a lot of people during the day, hikers and locals, and handed out flyers and cards. But only one person came, and that was Ruth, and she's an 81-year-old former therapist. She still has some clients. She's like a psychotherapist. So we talked. We went to dinner. The next day, we met for coffee. So she got the books. I gave her the books, PDF books, book 2 and 6. And she listened, you know, like a good therapist. And she was interested. So next day, ended up in Anza, the little town. And this is Little Bear Hostel. And this place had a lot of hikers. They just opened this year, so they charged like $100 for a bedroom, $20 if you want to sleep in this big patio, and free camping outside. So I was going to stay there, but as it was, I talked to 2 people, and it seemed like my mission there was accomplished. But one was a hypnotherapist, and the other was a meditator. And I think the hypnotherapist really got it. I mean, she was really interested in, you know, I gave her the books, and we talked for quite a while, and she asked questions, and, you know, by the look of her body language and her face, it seems like she got some of it. There was a recognition. So, especially when I was saying, it's not what, it's what it isn't, not what it is, you know, that kind of line of thought we were talking about. So, my so-called mission was done there. I thought it'd just go on. And then, I got another hitch. So the way I'm getting around is hitchhiking and trail angels. It's kind of a neat lifestyle because it's pretty much free transportation, unless sometimes I donate for gas if it's a longer stretch. But then I ended up back in Warner Springs, and last night I spent the night at the campground. A little bit of rain, and it was doable more because the storm is passing, and it's supposed to be like 70 degrees coming up next week, in springtime. But I think this is the last storm around here for a while. But today I'm going to go up to Julian again and talk to people, because I have these formal talks set up. But the main thing that's working seems like it's just one-on-one, or talking to a couple people randomly, like just bumping into people. And there are a lot of people up here are really interested. They're kind of discontent, so they're living out in the country. They're not city folk, so they have more of an open mind usually. and they have a background, so I try to tap into their background. Like when I heard the hypnotherapist said, she said what she did, and I said, oh, that's somebody might be interested here. So we struck up a conversation, and it was good. So most of the people I meet are just like hitchhiking and just bumping into people. And Dwayne, that Carrie girl that had the premonition dream, she hasn't gotten back to me, so I don't know. She never responded. I emailed her a couple times, so maybe it's too much for her. Maybe it's too much for her. I don't know.
Give it time. That's okay. All right, we'll get it. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but generally it's been fun. I'll probably spend night in Julian and then go back to Campo and catch a bus back to Tecate and come home tomorrow unless something else comes up that's interesting around here. But been a fun trip and met a lot of people. Again, we passed out a lot of cards and books and even the flyers on the windows, on the bulletin boards, and people see that. Like I said, there's one guy, I just put up the flyer at the bulletin board, and the guy comes out of his car, and he looks straight at that poster that I put up. Intuition, he says out loud. So he saw it right away, and then we talked about his dreams, which is another way I'm beginning to meet people, start up a conversation about, do you dream? And then we talk about that. So, yeah, it's been fun. So, probably back Sunday or Monday, we'll say. That's it for the report out here.